Let's talk about kerosene pickles. Let's talk about Old Man Rimshaw. Let's talk about Barney's sidecar. It's always fun to hang out with y'all. A loaded goat is causing a stir from the panic he is creating. Come on in, take a seat. It's 2 chairs, no waiting. Sit a spell and tune right in. We are about to start the show. We have a lot to talk about with the folks that we all know. Opie and Ian, Otis Barn and the Darlings too. This will be amazing. It's 2 chairs, no waiting.
Episode number 855, Letter to Opie.
It's 2 chairs, no waiting. It's 2 chairs, no waiting. Let's start the show. 2 chairs.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Allan, the host of 2 Chairs, No Waiting. I hope you're enjoying yourself, because I am. If you watch the podcast on YouTube, the opening credits, I actually added pictures and stuff to the opening credits, so it's actually video now. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I've been trying to spruce up the podcast just a little bit and make it a little more fun for us all. And so I hope you're enjoying it. I enjoy it. So whether you did or not, or if you're listening to it, it's the same as it's always been. Oh, it is so good to spend some time here in Mayberry. We're going to be hearing a letter to Opie tonight. You're going to really enjoy this. And we'll wait and let you hear a little bit of that as we go. And I'll set it up. It was during the Mayberry Meetup of this year, of 2025. So this, the person, Julie, who is going to present this to us, took the time to write this all down, and she's going to tell the whole story about it. So I don't want to get into her story, but this happened during the Mayberry Meetup, and I definitely encourage you guys to come out with us next year for the Mayberry Meetup. I'm going to tell you early here, we're moving it a week. We're slipping it 1 week. So it's going to be the weekend of the 25th of July next year. So instead of the 18th, which is normally the 3rd weekend, a lot of things were closed for some reason that weekend. The Snappy Lunch closed, Leon's closed. There were several things that closed in town. So in an attempt to try to kind of avoid the closures, and so to make sure people really have everything there, we're going to move it to the 25th. Neil Brower is going to move his presentation, Professor Brower's class, on Saturday, the 25th, to that Saturday from the previous Saturday as well. So we should have plenty to do. I just wanted to let you know it's moving a week, and it will be on our calendar in the Weaver's newsletter as well at the imayberry.com event calendar soon. But you guys are the first to know that we're going to be moving it. And I'm, again, bringing it up because this entire thing that we're doing tonight happened because of the Mayberry Meetup. Now, I hope you guys really enjoy this. And let's just go ahead and hear it, and we'll talk about it afterwards. But this is Julie, who took time to call in, and we put this together, and I think you're really going to like, but she'll set it up. So, Julie, take it away. And, I guess I need to actually play it. Yeah, Julie, take it away.
Hi there. Hope you all are doing well. My name is Julie, and I was fortunate enough to be able to attend my first full Mayberry Meetup this year in July. It was truly a wonderful experience, and I want to thank Allan for the episodes and extra goodies that he put together for us to enjoy. On Saturday night, as we were finishing up the episodes, Allan had some audio clips still playing as I was walking back to my car. The first one was Aunt Dee asking Andy about the white beans he had for supper from the Darlings Are Coming episode. Now, I love white beans. Give me some freshly cooked white beans with a cake of cornbread and some chow chow, and I am in hog heaven. That's my kind of good eating. The next clip was the softly playing bluegrass music of the Darlings as Andy walks down the street trying to find which storefront they are hiding inside. Now, that music sounded extra good on a warm, quiet Mayberry night as I headed back to my car. When I got to my car, I couldn't find my car keys. They had slipped down in the bottom of my pocketbook, and so I had to pour out the stuff in my pocketbook on the hood of my car to find them. Now, there was a reason for that little delay to occur, because as I was standing there, the next audio clip was Miss Peggy singing Down in the Valley, and you talk about something pretty. There in the darkness, as I looked up at the Mayberry Motor Inn sign and the Mount Airy sign across the street, the Lord spoke to my heart, and he said, "Ain't this just a wonderful place? Ain't this the way it is supposed to be in life?" Folks, I truly felt like I could just walk over to Andy's house and sit down beside him, Opie, and Miss Peggy and enjoy her singing. It was that real to me. So I went back to my motel room, and I was all keyed up like the Darling boys. I was too excited to go to sleep. I was so high on Mayberry. So I got a pen and paper, and the Lord laid this on my heart and in my mind, and this is what we wrote. Dear Opie, time sure has passed quickly since we were kids. Before you know it, your life has been lived, and old age has set in with all its aches and pains. I never thought that I would turn into Emma Brand. Ha ha. As I reflect on our times together, I want to thank you, your family, and your friends for some of the great lessons you taught me. It was the close bond between you and your pa that made a strong impression on me, like the time he taught you to stand up to a bully and explained you wouldn't even feel it, or how to lose gracefully in a race so as not to disappoint him. Perhaps I admire your dad the most for having real faith in you and believing you when Mr. McBeebe didn't seem real. That was the event that helped me understand how to accept Jesus as my personal Savior by putting simple, childlike faith in Him. Like you, I got into trouble sometimes with my dad. I listened to some spoiled kid friends like Arnold Winkler, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, only to discover how foolish they were. Or when my dad stepped in to help a friend who didn't have a father as good as mine, I became jealous just like you and didn't understand how you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself. Through the years, I have tried to share the lessons I have learned with my own children, how they've got to learn to take responsibility and stand on their own two legs when they bust a window or accidentally kill a mama bird. I wanted my kids to see the forgiveness your pa offered you by being willing to go fishing when you misunderstood his relationship with his girlfriend, or his encouragement of you to take part in making homemade ice cream after receiving your punishment. Now I find myself sharing the lessons with my grandchildren. Your first love can be painful if she doesn't care the same for you, and betrayal of a promise to a friend is not acceptable. Furthermore, when doing a little horse trading, one must be truthful at all times, whether you are selling a bike or a house. And now as I am nearing the end of my life, I tell them to turn off the cell phone, the internet, and the computer. For I am realizing in a very big way that time is fleeting and we must learn to relax. For what's your hurry? If I had to do it all over again, I would apply all the lessons I learned from Mayberry in a much more profound way. And it is my prayer that if I could film your life in a TV show and pass it on for generations to come, that parents would realize your family and your community share the truth of what life is all about. Sincerely, your friend, Julie. I want to thank Allan for the opportunity to share this with you, and I hope to see you at Mayberry Days. May the Lord bless you. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I really did enjoy hearing that story and just how great it was. A great job. She did a great job writing that letter. And there's been a lot of people that have really been asking her to tell the story, to repeat that and everything. So I encouraged her this coming year at Mayberry Days to go to the Mayberry Idol event and see if she could present it there. And we'll see. Maybe she'll be one of the top three placers in the Mayberry Idol, and she'll be at Colonel Tim. So I don't know. But I'll tell you, Julie did a great job, I think, really just capturing some of the feelings that so many Mayberry fans have about the Andy Griffith Show, about Andy and Opie and Aunt B, and just all of that, and how we feel when we watch the show. And I just think she did a great job. I want to thank her for taking the time to call in with that. And if you watch the video version, there were photos and stuff shown of the Mayberry Meetup that we had this past year. So definitely, I think you might enjoy watching the podcast at times, because there's just a lot of stuff I try to show you guys. I'm working on it, trying to get it better. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But I hope it just touched you. Folks in our chat room are mentioning that it did touch them. So I hope it touched you as well, and I hope you enjoyed it, because that's what it's all about, right? The feeling we get of family, community, just friends, the people in Mayberry. I've had people ask me that so many times. What makes the Andy Griffith Show so special? And I really do believe it's the you feel like you know these people, even though I understand they're fictional characters in a fictional show, but they remind me so much of people I did know growing up, because I grew up in a fairly small town, and the people of Mayberry are an idealized version of the people I knew growing up. And it brings back fun memories, and it's also funny. They did a great job with that show, making us laugh and enjoy the hilarity that went on with, especially with Barney. Barney was always up to something, but even Barney, we loved. We loved watching Barney. He's fun, and you see the relationship that Andy Taylor and Barney Fife had, and just that friendship. And that's something you strive for in your own life. I'm sure I do, to have friends that'll put up with you, no matter what you do or how you act. They're your friends. And while they may be frustrated with you, they still are there for you. And I think that's why the Andy Griffith Show kind of shows you that, because no matter whether it's Otis who drinks too much or Barney who acts in ways that only a child can act at times, he's still cared about by Andy and the community. They all care. Henry Bennett, we talked about him not too long ago. The Jinx, he did nothing, but they all cared about him, right? They all gave him a hard time, but then when they realized what they'd done, they all chipped in to try to make sure he didn't feel that way, that they knew he cared about them. And wow, wouldn't the world be a lot better place if we could just get to that point? Goodness. Gosh, it'd be so much better. All right, guys, I'm not going to do a whole lot of stuff tonight other than that, but we are going to play some trivia. So if you're ready, pull out your trivia pencils and paper, and let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Flora knew a fur dealer in Raleigh. True or false? Flora knew a fur dealer in Raleigh. So folks are saying that this is true in the chat rooms, but for some reason this says it's false. So was Bernie the furrier in a different city than Raleigh? Because we all remember that it was Ronnie Shell played Bernie the furrier. So what city was that located in? According to this, it was not Raleigh, but perhaps Mount Pilot is the answer. So the answer was false. She didn't know a fur dealer in Raleigh. She knew a fur dealer in Mount Pilot. So there you go. There you go. So it was false. So if you said true, sorry. Good try. It was a trick question. See, true and false are even hard. All right, number 2. What did Barney and Thelma Lou do on Tuesday nights? What did Barney and Thelma Lou do on Tuesday nights? Okay. All right, you got to think about that for a second. But I do believe we knew at least one thing to do. The question here does not give the entire answer, but here we go. Yep, I'm seeing folks in our chat room. On Tuesday nights, Barney and Thelma Lou, they watched TV at her house. They watched, even more specifically, they watched that doctor show on TV with a pan of cashew fudge, I believe it was, between them. A man has cashew fudge every Tuesday night, and you know what happens. Oh, so our chat rooms are getting this. I see people do. They share fudge and watch TV. That is correct. Good job. So if you said something like that, you got it right. Oh, I mentioned our chat rooms. Our chat rooms we have a main chat room, and we have folks over on YouTube and on Facebook chatting away. So if you'd like to be with them, we record on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you go to, here's the easy way you can get there this way, imayberry.com/podcast, plural, /live. And it'll take you right to it. Take you right to it. If you go to twochairsnowaiting.com, click the live button, does the same thing. Lots of different ways to get there, but you can get into one of the chat rooms there, or you can go to YouTube, or you can go to Facebook. We would love to have you. And I know the folks in the chat rooms would enjoy visiting with you. Number 3, who did Hoggett Winslow marry? You remember Hoggett Winslow? Who did Hoggett Winslow marry? Oh, this is an easy one. This is easy. All right. Not going to take a lot of time because you should already know it. Who did Hoggett Winslow? Chucked a rock right through her window, hit her right there. Yeah. Married the taxidermist what sewed up her head. That's it. Yep. The taxidermist what sewed up her head. Number 4. Who was arrested by Andy so that he could audition for Bobby Fleet? Who was arrested by Andy so that he could audition for Bobby Fleet? The answer, Jim Lindsay. Jim Lindsay was arrested so that he could talk. So if you say James Best, Jimmy Best, if you say any of them, I'll give that to you. But here are the multiple choice questions. Was it Bobby Drenton, Kurt Robertson, Jim Lindsay, or Jim Clark? That's a very clever. Jim Clark, if you do not know, is the presiding goober emeritus of the Andy Griffith Show Rerun Watchers Club. He started the Rerun Watchers Club. So Jim, and ran it forever, still runs it. But that's Jim Clark was one of the possibles. All right, number 5, it's true or false. Let's see if this is a trick. Opie saves his money to buy his friend Charlotte a toy. True or false? Opie saved his money to buy his friend Charlotte a toy. True or false? Oh, you're not going to be tricked this time. I feel it. I feel that you're not going to be, because the answer is false. He was not saving his money to buy her a toy. He was saving money to buy her a coat because she's one of the underprivileged children. You didn't tell me that. You didn't ask me. All right, number 6. On the show, the town of Mayberry is located in what state? Okay. Give me question. If you're watching this show or listening to this podcast, you already know this one. You already know this. The town of Mayberry is located in North Carolina. North Carolina. That's right. Good job. What book did Barney read that was authored by Merle Osmond? That's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard question. What book did Barney read that was authored by Dr. Merle Osmond? Not of the Osmond brothers, by the way. That is not who it was. So what was the name of the book? What book did Barney read that was authored by Dr. Merle Osmond? Okay, the answer, Psychic Phenomena. That was the name of the book. It was a Psychic Phenomena. It was a book on ESP. That is true. People are saying that in our chat rooms. But it's Psychic Phenomena. Jeff over on YouTube said paranoia in Psychic Phenomena, but it just says Psychic Phenomena. So I'll give you that, though, if you got it something that close. All right, number 8. Who carried a sign protesting the gold standard in the episode about the shipment of gold passing through town? Who carried the sign protesting the gold standard? Down with the gold standard is what it actually said. Who was it? The answer is Regis. Regis. If you said Gomer, that's not right, but it's close because he was carrying it for Regis because Regis handed it to him. And Andy's like, what are you doing with that sign? Holding it for Regis? 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 He was looking for Regis. Down with the gold standard. Vote for the single tax. Wasn't that what it was? Or down with the, was it down with the single tax? I don't remember. It's something like that. All right, let's do two more. Number 9. True or false? Emmett was a city councilman. Emmett was a city councilman. True or false? All right, folks in our chat room are chiming in. How do you think? What do you think? True or false? You got a 50-50 chance. The answer, Emmett was a city councilman. It's false. False. He was not a city councilman. Boy, these are getting into the color big time. Who was the farmer who won election to head the Mayberry City Council? It is color. I'm giving you a hint. Who was the farmer who won the election to head the city council? So this could almost even flow into Mayberry RFD because the farmer's name is Sam Jones. Sam Jones, that's who it was. He was the lead of Mayberry RFD, the main guy, right? All right, so let's go ahead and do 2 more here. Number 11, who ran against Sam Jones in the election for the head of city council? Who ran against him? Wow, this is a tough one. Do you know that? Of course, our friend in the chat room who goes by this name got it, as well did some others. The person who ran against Sam Jones was Emmett. It was Emmett Clark. It was Emmett. Yeah, he ran. That's what he was. So he was never a councilman because he lost to Sam, right? And our final question, what was Mr. Foley's first name? What was Mr. Foley's first name?
Hey, has he ever even offered you so much as a piece of fruit when you go by there? Oh, he's a good man, but he's cheap. Oh, he's cheap.
All right. All right, so if you know, you know, but if you don't, here's the multiple choice. Was his name Bird, Mickey, Jerry, or Charlie? The answer? It was Charlie Foley. Charlie Foley. How did you do? There's 12 questions, guys. They were not necessarily easy. They weren't super hard, I don't think, but there were some pretty hard ones, and they were from color episodes. So there you go. There it is, guys. So Charlie Foley. Yeah, it wasn't Tex Foley. That was a different from Eastmont. That was a different Foley. So there you go. Some of our chat room, they're saying they got 10 out of the 12. How did you do? George Foley was some of the other folks that answered. It was George Foley was Tex. He was the little boy, right? That says, what does it say here? what was Mr. Foley. So we don't know Mr. Foley we don't know George Foley's dad's name, I don't think. That would have been an acceptable answer if you knew that. But that's not it. All right, guys, that is what I have for you tonight. I would love to hear from you. You can give me a call and leave a voicemail at 256-513-9526. I'd love to hear from you. You can give me a call there. You can email me at floyd@imayberry.com. You can head over to twochairsnowaiting.com and leave a message. So to wrap up the show tonight, we're actually going to play our theme song, and it's got video involved. So this is the theme song, but it's the entire one. What you hear at the beginning is a little shortened to try to make it acceptable as an opening credits theme. But this is the full close of the show. So I was going to play that for you and let you see the video if you're watching on video. If you're not watching video, you'll still enjoy the lyrics. I want to thank Russell Estes, who wrote this song and gave it to me as a theme. And I want to thank all of you for being here as well. Love to have you back. Before you go, if you're here this long, I might as well show you this. The show is brought to you by Weaver's Department Store. Weaver's has a set of 4 Mayberry coaster set that you would definitely love to set your drinks on and stuff. It's made out of ceramic. Very nice. Head over and check those out. While you're there, you might want to check out the Mayberry Cityscape, indigo, blue. There's different colors of Mayberry Cityscape, and it's a really cool cityscape. You can't see it good on the picture, but it's Myers Lake, Wally's, water tower, the hotel, the barbershop, the church, and Andy's house and the courthouse. All of those things stretched out across the shirt. Definitely a cool shirt to check out. And the exclusive Mayberry 2026 calendar. So we have these calendars. There is somewhat of a limited supply, but it's, go and get them now so you don't miss out, and so you can use it for the whole year. But you can go check it out. All the artwork inside the calendar is brand new. I think you would really enjoy it. Head over to weaversdepartmentstore.com and get yourself one. And yes, it is a real store. It's run by my wife, Jan. She runs it. So you'll probably get a letter from a little note, either from her or possibly from me. I've done a few. Your odds are much higher to get a note from Jan, but you could get a note from me. So go and check it out. Now, folks, the premiere of the video, it's got pictures and stuff that go with the words and credits. And it's very similar to the beginning, but there's a little bit of extra in there. I think you're going to enjoy it. There's video from the parade. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see you next week right here on Two Chairs No Waiting.
Let's talk about kerosene pickles. Let's talk about Old Man Rimshaw. Let's talk about Barney's sidecar. It's always fun to hang out with y'all. A loaded goat is causing a stir from the panic he is creating. Come on in, take a seat. It's Two Chairs, No Waiting. Sit a spell and tune right in. We are about to start the show. We have a lot to talk about with the folks that we all know. Opie, Andy, and Otis, Barn, and the darlings too. This will be amazing. It's Two Chairs, No Waiting. There's pictures from Mount Airy and video of a parade. We share it all right here. The memories we've all made. Get a drink and grab a spot. This will be amazing. It's Allan and his friends. It's Two Chairs, No Waiting. It's Two Chairs, No Waiting. It's Two Chairs, No Waiting. Let's start the show. Two Chairs.